HarperOne and HarperAudio present The Great Search, Turning to Earth and Soul in the Quest for Healing and Home, by John Philip Newell. This is the author. To 4 wise women, who like pillars of the temple have stood strong and support these many years, Merle Chambers, Margaret Ann Fole, Franny Hall Kieschnick, and Margaret Woodson Ney. Introduction. Search and you will find. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. We're living through a time of immense transition, as old systems of authority and belief are questioned. A new vision of reality is trying to be born. Earth and humanity need healing. The way we have lived on this planet is unsustainable, and the way our societies are plagued by racism, injustice, and violence is wrong. We need change. Religion as we have known it has failed to adequately address the most urgent challenges of humanity, including the threatened plight of Earth. These challenges are not just ecological and political and economic, they are also spiritual. That is why there is a quest of soul today for new depths of wisdom to guide us into well-being, both individually and together. Something new is emerging. We need to listen to the stirrings of the Spirit within us and within the body of Earth, and change. The good news is that our spiritual traditions have changed in the past and can change again. In Christianity, for instance, there was the great schism of the 11th century that reflected the distinctness of East and West in the unfolding life of the Church. Or there was the great Reformation of 16th century Europe that spawned massive protest for change and questioned old hierarchies of domination. Similarly, there was the Great Awakening of 18th century America that gave birth to more personal expressions of faith. Today, we are in another era of change, perhaps the most important we have ever faced in the history of our religious inheritance. It can be called the Great Search. We are seeking healing as an earth community, and we are longing for a new sense of home spiritually. Vast numbers of us have left the 4 walls of institutional religion. Others are choosing to stay. But whether we remain in the religious traditions of our birth or move beyond them, we need new vision if we are to find healing in our relationship with Earth and one another. Seek and you will find, says Jesus. This is the promise at the heart of the Great Search today, and it is the hope that inspires the writing of this book. Simone Weil, the French philosopher who, as a young Jewish woman, was forced to flee France after the Nazi occupation of her homeland during World War II, spoke of the efficacy of desire. By this she meant that getting in touch with the deepest longings of our hearts is essential if we are to see their realization in our lives and world. In other words, it is efficacious. It helps bring about the birth of something new. Our spiritual yearnings are like seeds of new life. To be alert to them together, to name them and nurture them, helps them grow and unfold in ways we may not yet even have imagined. In this book, I am trying to give expression to the yearnings of today for healing and for a new sense of home spiritually in relation to Earth and our true depths. Exploring
Sample complete. Ready to continue?